Is it wrong?
It is not wrong.
So Gachagua has been speaking Mata Thali during when he holds Murima events. True?
Yes.
So is that wrong?
That is not wrong, but Gachagua has been selling.
Yes. Let's go step by step.
Yes.
Gachagua only speaks Mata Thali, all speaks Kikuyu when he is at the central region,
yes.
All when he holds a meeting with Kikuyus. Whereby you, when you hold a meeting or a family gathering,
yes,
you can't speak the national language of Kiswahili, and so
yes.
you have to use your Mata Thali.
Yes.
Is that wrong? That's the question.
It is not wrong to speak your mother.
So then why are you
including
accusing
myself? I speak mother.
So why are you accusing
but
me of being tribalistic?
Gachagwa's kind of politics is selling tribalism to the country. Because every time Murima, every time my people, every time.
How can he share? Okay, let me tell you, how can he sell tribalism to me? And yet I'm not a Kikuyu.
Okay.
Wow, hello comrades, how are you doing? My name is Mr. Fantastic Shady James from Africa Eyewitness. I'm here with the...
my name is Benjamin Jaware. Thank you for the invite once again. Yes.
So, today, the story which we have to share with you today is about the gangs which the president just said are in Kenya right now. Nairobi reading with over 130 gang groups. So the question which is there is this: where have they been? And if these gangs have been existing for a while, why has the government been silent? And now it's the right time for them to just address this. Let's have this story from our political analyst, and as well as is also a Kenyan who is also interested with what has been happening in the country, including the chaos which happened at PCA. Is it PCA or PEVA? PCA,
yeah, yes.
Kariobangi.
First of all, when you speak about hooliganism and goons, there is, what the reality in the country is this, that there is a lot of ignorance on exactly what is going on, because this issue is a broad perspective of many factors.
Exactly.
Number one, there is unemployment in this country. Our parents, who are the millennials, have been unemployed for the longest time possible. And now, a new generation is being brought out to the world as the Gen Z, and they are coming out and seeing there are no jobs in the country. So what is the solution? And some of these people also, they have not gone to school. They have not been able to experience education simply because of poverty and such other reasons. But the main cause of this issue in our country is because the government is not creating jobs for the people. And it has been constant that the previous government and previous administrations that have been there have not been investing on marketable jobs for the people in the country.
Okay, so who is to blame on the gangs which are in the country right now? Who is to blame?
We have, first of all, on hooliganism and goons, on theft, it is also a personal capacity. If you choose to become today, you choose to become a robber. That is your own personal decision.
There's something which will force you to become a robber.
Yes.
So in that specific thing, mainly maybe it's because of joblessness, because of idleness, and among other negative factors which can lead you to be that thing to come to your mind. So my question was, who is to blame on this gangism?
Personal morals and also unemployment.
I know you can't speak. You can't just say the truth, who to blame. But I think Kenyans in the comment section, just tell us, who should we blame? And then the gentleman in front of us supports us out on the side. So, whereby we can't guarantee that he is going to tell us who to blame specifically. Okay, let's just go to...
let me just cut you short. I'm sorry to do that. I know the point you're trying to drive, but we have had previous administrations. That is why I've said also, we have a generation like millennials who have never been unemployed through previous governments, all the way from Moi government
But
Kibaki
if you
government,
can, if
Uhuru government,
you can just see
William Ruto is trying to fix the nation now.
It's okay if you can, if you can just see these gangs, in terms of how you can just approximate their age. When you just see them with the djembe sticks and so, you can just approximate their age. They're not millennials.
Yes.
They're the Gen Zs.
Yes.
Okay. Now you are here to protecting a certain side, which I don't know. Let's go to the chaos,
Yes.
which happened. Before we go to the chaos, before the government came to power, it promised the youth that it's going to give them jobs. In fact, it's going to make them busy.
Yes.
Not so. But for a while, and as well as the way we are just seeing, including some of us, we are jobless. Let me just say that most of us, most of Kenyans, most of Gen Zs, they're jobless outside here. That's why sometimes you find themselves involving themselves to these groups, and then they're mostly used by politicians, according to what it was said. The politicians are the most people who uses these gangs, and the people who funds them in terms of money and apparatus and everything which they use. Okay. On your side, do you think the main people who fund them are only politicians, all Samata readers, all the ama environment just pushes them to go to the street?
You know, first of all, when it comes to hooliganism, I agree totally with you that the politicians normally use the young people to drive their own agenda. But we cannot sideline it to one direct side that's saying that government uses the young people. It's also just for me to say that the opposition also uses the young people to drive their own agenda.
It's okay since they are all politicians.
So what I'm saying is this. The problem with the young people of this country is that young people, I thought they were serious, because on June 25th last year, we had an uprising of one voice driving, pushing an agenda that we must reject the finance bill. And after the finance bill, Gen Zs have fallen back to their doors. Every Gen Z right now is speaking about Gachagua, is speaking about Kalonzo Musyoka, is speaking about Fred Matiani. If you look at the voices that are speaking right now, people are speaking based on tribal and ethnic lines.
You just said that what brings this guns in, it's because of joblessness, not so?
Yes.
Lack of jobs, not
yes.
So? And that's why it has just been contributed by the government. Since the government promised Kenyans jobs,
yes.
It promises them jobs.
Yes.
So? And now you're here telling us that youths are following some politicians to have something. Do you think if jobs were there available for these guys, wangepata time kwenda follow these politicians?
You know, I said in the beginning of this address, there are those people, there are jobs which are there and available for people to do. But there are also two categories of these people. There are people who are unemployed because they didn't go to school. There are people who are unemployed because there are no jobs currently that can fit their particular career that they have studied for. Let's say, for example, today, if you have studied masonry and building construction and stuff like that, there are jobs available that the government has provided through the housing program.
So all Kenyans have studied the course which I've mentioned.
I have not said that. I've said irrespective of what you have studied.
So those are the only jobs which are available in Kenya, Manam?
No, those are not the only jobs that are available in Kenya.
Okay, I think maybe you can mention some which, since with my eyes, maybe they might be seen from a different angle. To my eyes,
yes.
There's other jobs which I've not seen, which maybe you can guide me and tell me there's this job, some graduates can have this and this. Maybe if you can just take me through them. And you tell me, you just mentioned among in the construction sector, yes. But there are a lot of graduates, there are architects there. So I think there are a lot of professions in the bracket of constructions, which I don't think all of them they gonna fit that room. Mm-hmm. That all the graduates will go to the architects, and I don't think. Maybe if you wanna take me through maybe some of the jobs which cannot be seen with my naked eye, maybe they can just be seen with you.
That's why I said that we have a loaded jam of generations which have been unemployed. So you cannot expect the young people to get jobs just from the blue immediately, because there is also a generation which was there before them who have not been employed. So you have to deal with the cycle. You have to deal with the other generation, and then you come to the current generation. Okay, that is the problem we have in this country.
The attack of Gachagua, was it the right thing at the moment?
The attack on Gachagua, you know, Gachagua is a man who ni mtu wa vipindi. So we don't know whether he was attacked or whether he attacked himself, because he has a script writer.
I think you guys
by the name of Cleophas Malala.
So you wanna say you are denying that Gachagua was not attacked, something which was there on social, which is all over on the social media. You can just see how kids and at the Sunday school were being tear gassed, and you are here denying that it was maybe a kipindi.
No, I have said that I was not there. I was not there.
But we have just seen those clips and those videos. Those videos they are not AIs. No, so
okay, what is so special about Gachagua being attacked? Because
Gachagua being attacked is not a big deal.
Let me ask you. If Gachagua, it is important that Gachagua was attacked. Then what about last year in June 25th, when Gachagua was telling the young people of this country that if you go out and protest, we are going to deal with you.
There's a proverb which says only a fool cannot change his mind. Gachagua was once in the government. So I'm not calling him a fool. Yes. I'm not calling him a fool.
Yes.
But there's a proverb which says that.
I
think even Ababu Namwamba once used it when he was when he was getting out of ODM.
Yes.
So it's only a fool who can change his mind.
Yes.
Gachagua was in the government, but unfortunately he was pushed out from the government. So not at will, but pushed out. Democratically, since it was an impeachment which was just done democratically, and now today, you know, politics is something.
So you're telling me Gachagua is a saint?
Gachagua is not a saint.
Yes.
And in this case, I'm not talking about Gachagua being attacked alone.
Yes.
Okay. There was a team. Even Gachagua is also a Kenyan, an important person.
Are you aware that Gachagua's deputy party leader of DCP is a script writer?
I think being a script writer does not mean that he has to script the tear gas of the Sunday school.
You know.
Let me tell you, you're just trying to put Marara on the spot where he can't fit.
Yes.
Being a script writer, did he tear gas?
Let me ask you one question. When Gachagua was saying that they are going to deal decisively with the Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, when the Raila Amolo Odinga was doing protest and his vehicle was being shot, how comes such people are not interested about that? You know, the problem with Kenya, we forget things so quickly.
Who was Gachagua doing at that time?
He was the deputy president
of who?
Of William Ruto.
Did Raila join with Ruto to form a broad-based?
Yes.
So let me tell you.
Then what is so special about Gachagua being attacked?
Politics haina wadui. Sawa?
Yes.
That's why Ruto's government tear gas Raila, shot the bullets direct to Raila's vehicle, but they joined. They formed a broad-based. Meaning that politics is not something personal.
Yeah, that's true. That I agree.
That's why.
So the attack was not personal. The attack wasn't personal. The attack was not personal because you have said politics is not personal. That means the attack was not personal.
Tear Sunday school kids wasn't personal.
Tear
wasn't a crime.
Baby Penda who was killed in Kisumu, was that also a child? What is the deal? A child who was being tear gas and a child who was being shot dead.
So whatever happened, whatever act which happened should continue in Kenya.
You know Gachagua,
that's something.
I don't know if people are so interested with Gachagua.
We're not that interested with Gachagua. The question is, so the crime which happened, the chaos which happened, the tear gas which happened, and so everything which happened on Sunday should continue in Kenya because it was a sin.
No, it was uncalled for. It was uncalled for. But why are people? The main thing is this: why are people so concerned about Gachagua? Gachagua is the same person.
He's a Kenyan. He's also Kenyan.
He's a Kenyan who is selling tribalism. He's a Kenyan who has no agenda. He's a Kenyan who sings every day, Ruto must go. But he has no plan for this country.
You are here in this platform mentioning about tribalism.
Yes.
No, so do you not come? You come from a certain tribe.
Yes.
So when you are the region where you come from,
Yes.
do you speak Swahili or the mother tongue which you
You speak the mother tongue.
The mother tongue. So speaking a mother tongue at your mother region,
Yes.
the motherland region,
Yes.
is it wrong?
It is not wrong.
So Gachagua has been speaking mother tongue during when he holds Murima events. True?
Yes.
So is that wrong?
That is not wrong, but Gachagua has been selling. Yes.
Let's go step by step.
Yes.
Gachagua only speaks mother tongue, all speaks Kikuyu when he is at the central region,
Yes.
all when he holds a meeting with Kikuyus. Whereby when you hold a meeting or a family gathering,
Yes.
you can't speak the national language of Kiswahili, and so
Yes.
you have to use your mother tongue.
Yes.
Is that wrong? That's the question.
It is not wrong to speak your mother.
So then why are you
including
accusing
myself, I speak mother tongue.
So why are you accusing
But
me of being tribalistic?
Gashagua's kind of politics is selling tribalism to the country. Because every
How
time
is-
Mulima,
let me tell
every
you,
time
let me tell
every
you,
time.
how can he share? Okay, let me tell. How can he?
Even when he was deputy president, he was singing.
How can he sell tribalism to me? And yet I'm not a Kikuyu.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Although Kindiki is not a Kikuyu, but he's a Meru, they are from the same clan.
Have you not ever heard?
Does he sing Mulima all the time?
Let me tell. Do you know how many times Kindiki speaks Meru language?
No.
Is that not being tribalistic? Ruto has been in Nandi.
Yes.
He speaks that tribe of Nandi.
Does Ruto currently, are you hearing the president doing such things?
Let me ask you.
Is
Have you
what-
ever seen him in Nandi speaking English or Kiswahili?
Because he's talking to his people.
Exact as Gachagua is doing.
Even when Gachagua speaks English, he's still selling Mulima. He's still talking about.
let me tell you,
shares.
I come.
He's still talking about.
I come from Nyanza, from Kise.
Yes.
And Macheng comes from Kise.
Yes.
Macheng has never stood on top of cars in Kise to speak Swahili or English. You know, so he mostly mixes. Sometimes he speaks Kise most because that's where he comes from. You know, so he has to be recognized by the mother tongue.
Yes.
By the mother tongue voice. No, so. So we cannot call him tribal, that he's selling tribalism to people while he is in his mother tongue, in mother region.
Recently, let me just. Recently, the impeached deputy president Rigathi Gachagua has just said that Luos walikuja Nairobi na lori ya samaki.
Is that wrong?
So
Is that
is
wrong?
wrong. How do you speak like that as a leader?
Let me
How
tell
do you
you,
speak like that?
They are in politics.
Recently, when
It's
Raila
not
died,
jokes.
his governor said, this governor of Nyeri, Mutahi Kahiga, that they are so happy that now Raila has died, that there is no development that will be taken to Julu and
Was
Nyanza.
Gachagua the one speaking those?
No, but those are his
No,
proponents.
was she the one?
No.
Can I speak on your behalf?
Unajua,
Can I speak on your behalf?
okay, let me speak.
Okay, that's why you're just saying that Mata Thali Kaiga just spoke on behalf of Gachagua, not so?
Yes.
What proof do you have that Gachagua was the one who sent Mutai to go and speak, to give that speech to Kenyans, to people of
Definitely. Well,
Definitely.
are you looking at? I know what you want to say. I know you want to say that. I know you wanted to say that the president used the Mutahi Kahiga to sell a narrative to the local ministers not to join the.
I've not mentioned anybody. The people on the table are two, Mutai and the DCP reader.
Yes.
Also. And you're here saying that the DCP reader was the one who sent Mutai Kahiga.
You know,
to speak.
people are so bitter, and so I don't know what is wrong. But people are so bitter that let me just be. If Gachagua wants us to go the tribal line, as the young people of this country, we will go tribal because we have experienced enough for us to withstand such nonsensical utterances by somebody like Gachagua. Because Gachagua is the same person who was telling us their shares, that Kikuyus have the most share in this government, that other people should not get any shares. He said that campus have the lowest turning voter turnout.
Do you understand?
Today he's telling the campus at their cousins. Which cousins?
Let me ask you.
Yes.
Do you understand the government, the current government?
Yes.
You are here denying that it is not like now in leadership because of shares. Are you here denying that Haina shares?
No, those the issues of shares, or whether they are shares. Whether they are
why
shares.
are you declining that? Why are you saying that Gachagua was speaking the long
Gachagua should learn how to speak. as someone who is mature, not to speak like a child. Because there are certain things as a deputy president. Even an MCA cannot speak the way Gachagua speaks. Gachagua speaks like somebody who is illiterate, somebody who has never entered a classroom. That is how Gachagua behaves.
Okay, exactly. Thank you. Maybe we just continue that conversation the next
true.
time.
That's what
It's okay.
behaves.
It's okay. Maybe we just go on with that conversation the next session on the next time. Mine, I go with the name Shadi James from Africa Eyewitness. We are holding talks. In fact, if you have not been catching up with us, we are holding political talks every day from 8:15 p.m. until 10.